Well, hello. I'm the counselor. Used to be a lot more of us. Counselors, that is. And everyone else, I guess. But just me now. Just me now, make the rules around here. More like laws, I guess. It's a bit complicated. Mostly it just means that I record things that people do. Other people. Which reminds me, I've got a list of specific things I need done on the board behind me. Changes day to day. But if you're free and you don't mind, any help you give would be, helpful.
The shelves are lined with books of all sizes and materials. Gilded leather tomes stamped with dry facts of history. Feathery parchments filled with flowery script. Poetry ready to evaporate with a stiff breath. But all of them share the same sickness. Their pages are fading. The words within them becoming shadows of a memory of a story.
Well, it's nice to be back again so fast, even if the place is a wreck. But the sight of all you needless buzzing around does give me a bit of hope. Surprised to hear we aren't as gruff as Grumpybeard, huh? Well, sometimes a little youth goes a long way. You can call me the Stigmatist, craftswoman of forms and aspects. If you're looking to mix up your aspect, I'm your gal. Though it looks like you've got a solid one already. But if you ever do want to switch it up, go ahead and use that aspect apparatus over there. Got a couple other aspects for you to try out if you're feeling up to it.
You hear passing pages and manic mutters behind the door. Candlelight flickers at the bottom of the door frame. You knock on the door and immediately the muttering stops. Then, shadows shuffle across the flickering light before it goes dark.
Ignored by the Inkbound? Well, that's no real surprise. Your presence is at least known now. But that does not mean that there is any more hope for the larger threat to us all. Tell by your vacant expression that you've no clue who this Inkbound is. Only our chosen hero, our fearless leader, and most trusted protector. Our savior, while you and your quill gallivant through the worlds to achieve some temporary victory, the Inkbound toils away at a more permanent solution to these unraveled and fading stories. Regrettably, there is still work to be done, thus your creation. The Garden's edge currently fades fastest. Your attention should be focused there to reclaim its ink for us.
Hi. Birdie says I shouldn't talk to... I think you'll like it. Hi.
Someone else for a second.
I'm sorry. There I was, going on about forms and aspects, and you likely have no inkling clue what they are. Well, your form is your look, of course. You look great already, I'll admit, but there's no shame in ever wanting to mix things up. Aspects, though, they're the real thrillers, distilled essences of lost binders. You might not be able to create new bindings on your own, needless, but these aspects will give you a class of bindings uniquely suited to whatever dangers you're facing. I know it's a bit hard to understand just by talking about it, so go ahead and take a peek at that aspect apparatus and reform enclosure over there. Lots of potential, right? Lots of power, too, in the right hands. Now, I can't just go inscribing new aspects on just anyone, even if I did have them. Got to know they can handle it first. So if you can show me you're worth the ink, I'll make sure those aspects are right and ready. Well, that attitude sure is a good start, but you'll be needing to prove it to more than just me. Go on, see if you can wrangle those missing aspects from the others.
The source of the ticking. A giant wheel of books and gears which all paths lead to. The heart of the Atheneum.
Don't you touch that bindery, Needless, or your next dive into the inkwell will be your last. If even one book shifts out of place, the worlds to which you travel might collapse entirely.
Not a heart, then. A brain. You lean over the edge of the well and gaze into the endless void. Your view begins to darken, the void blurring the edges of your vision. The noise of the Atheneum then fades into silence as the void envelops you in its all-encompassing nothingness. Then the sound of waves crashing against a hard surface. The chirp from your quill snaps you back to reality, just as you are about to fall headfirst into the deep. You take a step back, the darkness relegated to the confines of the well, but you can still hear the sound of waves, faintly crashing.
What? What? They never taught me that.
Thought you were someone else for a second. I'm so sorry, little Quill. I can't understand your letterings. But given that determined expression on your binder's face, I imagine you're looking for aspects. The clairvoyant is the only one I've encountered in my wanderings, and even she has been missing for some time. The book she last called home has become, well, a cesspool of darkness and villainy. But that does not mean all is lost. I'd wager the best place to start looking is the Silent Promenade. I have a friend there, a, quill of some power. Find home and they'll set you on your way.